WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. And today I have the Glendronach 1993 exclusive for whisky.de or whisky.com. Maybe you saw the video with Benedict and Horst where they actually picked out a barrel at Glendronach for the 25th anniversary. This is an exclusive 25-year-old bottling from Glendronach. It was bottled on the 19th of March 1993, filled 2018, and this was cask number 662, and I have bottle number 52 of 585. So I'm a club member of the whisky.de website, and so I was privileged enough to actually be eligible to buy one of these bottles, one bottle per person online. And the good thing is they actually mentioned the possibility of filling it up at about an ABV of 46 or 48%, and they left it at cask strength, which I think is a very, very wise decision. Price 248 euros, which is about $300. But I did do the bottle share, which is a good thing over here in Germany, and so I put it up in the Fine Spirits group over here in Germany and Facebook, and so people bought either the 5cl or the 10cl little bottles, and I'm going to share that with them. So as I said, cask number 662, and this was one of 585 bottles. Very, very nice. Single cask, Glendronach, 25-year-old. Not something you see every day out there, even for this price. I get a lot of dark chocolate. I get some plums, a lot of raisins. And I actually get a little bit of toffee, and I'm going to actually go towards that fudge. Now here on the nice little neck you have there the tasting notes, and it's actually the tasting notes for cask number 662, and it says dark chocolate, I agree, toffee, coffee, okay, milk chocolate, mousse, and fudge, so I'm pretty close. Now it's 59.2%, and so I will water this down a tiny little bit in a second. It still needs a little bit of water, but very, very nice. This was a first fill sherry butt. Unfortunately, no one has told us or told them what type of sherry butt is. It was PX or Oloroso. I'm going to make the wild guess. I think it's more of a PX. Very, very, very nice. So I'm going to water it down just a tiny little bit here to about 50%. And try this again, and then I'm going to give you some of my tasting notes, going to give you the value for money, and then I'm going to finish up my review. On the nose, it turns up to more of a pound cake, more of a Christmas pound cake. Just fabulous. Oily, coats your tongue. Oh, those 25 years in that first fill sherry butt really, really did a great job. A little bit of the, I'm going to go for European oak is noticeable with the tannins there, but not too much. Very, very nice. It says here, the palate, dark chocolate powder, mocha, fudge, once again, caramel, espresso, and coconut, which I really, really didn't get. Now, what I'm going to do, and this is a little bit of decadence here, is I'm going to compare this to a Glenfarclas 40-year-old. Now, this bottle over here costs about 3 times as much, but I do have a little sample here. Thank you, Whiskey Dodo from Austria that actually provided me with this sample. And so I can now compare the Glenfarclas 40-year-old with the Glendronach 25-year-old. Which one do I prefer, and which one would be a better offer for the money available? So now I have to water this down a little bit more, to be honest, because this is 40%, and so I have to water it. No, it's 46%. I have the 46% variant. It was a little sample bottle we had there. Now on the nose, it's much sweeter. This has more of the sourdough raisin moment there. It seems a little bit smoother as well. 40 years, 25 years. Come on, both of these are just amazing whiskeys. I really enjoy the Glenfarclas 40-year-old. It's not something I privilege myself to very often, but I've had it a few times now. Now, the only thing that I have to criticize about the 40-year-old Glenfarclas is sometimes there's a little bit too much wood towards the end. Same thing with a George T. Stagg, the older versions, 18, 19-year-old. It's like chewing a little bit of a stick of wood. This also gets a little bit of that wood in there. I talked with George Grant, the head of Glenfarclas, and he says that he likes to use second fill sherry casks here especially for the older versions, the 25-year-old, the 30-year-old, the 40-year-old. Those first fill are just a little bit too powerful at the very beginning. It wouldn't be a good idea to keep that wood, that alcohol, that distillate in contact with the wood for that many decades. Second and third fill are his choice for the 40-year-old. And that really just kind of carries through, and there's one thing I'd like to do is somehow eliminate that little bit of negative effect of being so long in a cask. Going back to Glendronach special edition cask number 662 here from whisky.de with whisky.com for the 25th anniversary. Horst and Benedict picked this one out. Those raisins, those plums, that fudge, everything's there. So smooth, so nice. And what's very, very nice here is that wood is absolutely not even noticeable. It's just a nice blanket around everything else that's there. A fabulous, fabulous whiskey. So I'm going to give this a solid A. Not many whiskeys in my book have ever received an A, so this is one of the few. Value for money, D+. Now, Glendronach once a year actually does a single cask release, usually about, 6 to 10 different single casks, and they're running around $200 to $500 each. And the 25-year-olds are more towards the $400 and $500. So this is actually a value for money. This is actually something that's a very good price value, but yet 250 euros for a bottle of whiskey is something you don't do every day. Now, for all my bourbon fans, of course, we have the Weller, or William Laura Weller. Even more over here, I can only get in the secondary market, so I'm paying around $500 for this. This is actually for half the price. So, why not? All right, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and very expensive whiskeys. Thank you very much for watching. My videos come out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a little something special, maybe on the weekend, who knows? And I really, really enjoy your feedback. So my question of the day is, what is your favorite bottling from Glendronach? I actually like the 12-year-old, one of the best values of money out there, I think. And the 18-year-old actually tops the 21-year-old in my book. I've only had the Revival 15-year-old once. I know many, many people prefer that even more. But it's still, at least over here in Europe, not yet available. So the 18-year-old Glendronach is a fabulous, fabulous whiskey, in my personal opinion. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and tell others about this guy over here in Germany tasting exotic and rare whiskeys. Bye-bye.